to see how this goes. I'm taking an older gentleman friend of mine, and it is 34 degrees. Today is October 22nd, so we still got that early bird flight coming in for Colorado, and really it's gonna start warming up here, so I think today should be pretty lights out. Just stay tuned and we'll get at her. So here we got the spread. It's really simple. We got the U, a couple of ducks out in the river. Got 6 minutes to shoot night. So I gotta go turn this mojo on. And we'll get the shooting. So here's to profitable. Currently about 8 o'clock in the morning. And things have really slowed down. It got really hectic, so I couldn't really video all the ducks coming in, but we got 5 that we got, and right now I'm going through a warm water slough, and this is it. I mean, runs right into the river, but I like hunting public land just because it's a lot more challenging than as if I was hunting private, where ducks, you know, they have certain times where they get shot out here. Here it can be any moment of the day. People just show up and shoot ducks. So that's definitely a challenge. And so I'm really gonna keep going up here through the canal, and hopefully I get a wood duck. Last year, every day I shot a little wood ducks. But this year is gonna be definitely tough. There's a lot more people coming out. So finding them is hard enough, and then you gotta shoot them. So we all know I'm pretty bad at that. But I only messed up on 2 shots today, so that's not bad. I wasted 2 shells. So we're gonna keep trucking through here. We got the old Mossberg 500. And this is all this is. It's just lines and curves and overhang. So it's perfect wood duck territory. I think around this bend, actually, I'm gonna find one. We got seagulls all over. See that there? Yeah. So we're going through here. Just kind of wanted to show you guys what kind of call I'm using. I got the old Buck Gardner double nest. For those of you who don't know, I really like Buck Gardner as a brand. You know, they really supplied me. I'm pretty cheap, so spending $24 on a duck call is definitely preferable than spending $300. So I want to keep trucking, and if I see something, I'll turn you back on. Coming up to a spot where usually there's 1 or 2 wood ducks. So we gotta see whether making this trek is worth it. I did have King Knowledge go down about 400 yards way over there. So far I don't see any, but there's some ducks that like to hide. So, and you see, what I'm dealing with here is I got my waders. Oh, like gator waders are the best. I don't care what anyone says. I love them. It's just quagmire. It's just nasty stuff. And still, it's like, I want to say 2-mile walk to the end of this. So, you definitely get tired. I get tired. Then again, I'm kind of fat. So, definitely need to work on losing the weight. Yeah, I'll probably say myself, Evan, you're a senior in high school. Should I give you a skinny one? The answer is yes, I should, but am I no? No, I'm not. So, we're just gonna keep trucking through here. Dang. It just got worse since I came. Wow. Oh, man. Gotta take a little breather. And that right there, that's all deep stuff. That's the stuff you don't want to be touching. And it's got mud. And it just sticks to you. And you don't want to be in that. But it's just really gorgeous out here. I think this is probably one of the prettiest places I've ever been, personally. So, oh my. I just took a deep run right there. Just keeps getting deeper, deeper, deeper. Mud. It's all mud. Ooh. That's promising. Get it off safety. That is pretty promising. Oh, it's so tall. Can't see anything again. It's like a jungle. I hate jungles. They're weird. Alright. Okay. Man, look at that. Oh. You know, have you ever seen those, like, people that make treks across America? I personally think those people are crazy. Because I could never. Oh. So, like I said, I had some mallards cup up and just do it dirty in the slough earlier. There's 3 of them. So, I'm gonna take a shortcut. It doesn't look like anything's over there. So, here's a shortcut. Weeds, mud, tall weeds, everything I don't like. You know, that's why they call it hunting, not getting. Because getting, you just go out there and shoot one. Hunting, sometimes you gotta make the walk, the trek. It's a journey. Much more exotic than you would. So, this is an old riverbed, so always got to keep your eyes out for some arrowheads. That's the way to go. Find an arrowhead out here. I've only ever found one. But, yeah, I felt pretty special. But pretty special, I mean, I felt like a boss. So, definitely loving it out here. Tell you what, this is one of my favorite places. Can't make the hike every time here. I just get too sore and tired. But once in a while I do. I usually end up with something, so we'll see if anything pops up over here. Oh, looky what I stumbled upon. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. But, like I said, this is public land. So, deer season is open. And that's what I'm guessing that is. Oh, goodness. So, congratulations. Whoever shot that deer, or even if someone shot the deer, I don't know. But if you did, and you were the one, congratulations. Nice job putting meat in your freezer, especially in times like these. That's what you need. That's for sure. So, I'm almost to the end. Almost. I'm gonna be so excited when I am. Not like cry excited, but like pretty excited. So, here we go. Let's do this thing. Well, we got 5 ducks to end of the day. And then this bag right here is my Mojo bag. So stay tuned and we'll get some pictures for you. I had a really good day and we'll get an opinion from Dave. Cool. So we're here with Dave and we're gonna ask him what he thought about today.
The day was great. Went out, the ducks were decoying. They came in just beautifully. We harvested 5. A couple flocks came over, but it was a great day. Thank you, Evan.
Always, Dave. And here is the trophies on an all Drake day. So all in all, a good day, and next time I'll actually get you some shooting footage. So all in all, I had an absolute blast today, and I'm so glad that Dave could come. It was going to be an absolute terrible pack out and pack in if he hadn't. It was really tough finding someone that was willing and able to come with me today, and I'm just super thankful that he was able to. So right now we're headed home. You know, you saw the ducks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make some jerky. So from start to finish, I'm going to show you guys how I make jerky. So for everyone at home, you guys can make your own jerky and it will be really good. I've gotten a lot of people on board with this and they really like it. So if you like spicy jerky and you're not particularly fond of duck, then this is the jerky for you. We got all the supplies here. We got a knife. We got all the dry rubs, everything seasoning wise. Then we got the wet additives. I'm gonna have to get the garlic out here shortly, but I'll show them here. So we have one. I use the wild skin. Gotta have that. Cutting board, 5-gallon bag. We have Walker & Sons Slap Ya Mama, salt and pepper, Montreal steak, the Weber rub, and these are just crushed red pepper flakes. I know, really fancy. And then for the wet additives, we have Chili Factory. It's green chili, really good stuff. A1 sauce and the barbecue sauce. So what we're doing here is we're gonna make the bag first, and then I'm gonna go into detail about how I personally, cut my ducks open. I'm not gonna go into the graphics, but for now, this is what we're gonna do, and let's get it started. Okay, so get your bag, boom, right open. First thing I'm gonna start off with is the Montreal steak seasoning. Just get it popped open here. Here's what we're gonna do. See how it's open like this? I like it open like that, because then we really can make a line until you smell it pretty strong. So that's pretty strong. And what I've done is I made a line right here in this opening. So then drop that down to the bottom. We'll even out eventually. But then we take the Weber dry rub, and here's what we're gonna do with that. Open here, same thing. Get that. This is really just like I don't know, it's really good. I like it personally. Drop it down once again. And here's where it gets interesting. So we got our crushed red pepper flakes, right? Just kind of add them in there as you like. These are more to be on the meat than anything else. So just 5-10 shakes, you're good. All right, salt. Salt to taste. Got pepper. No, it's not really gonna do much. Now here's the most, I think, important thing. Slappy Mama spicy. Okay, what we're gonna do is the same thing as we did the first 2 times. We're gonna make sure it gets a nice heavy coating, because this is what brings the heat. So, boom. See how we got that whole bottom just kind of lined? It's gonna be really good. You gotta blow in it. Let's just capture it out of the way. Make it sneeze. Wow. So, have enough there. There you go. Nice little shake. Make sure everything's really nice and mixed up. Wow, that is. Make it sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze right now. Not playing. So, forgot to mention. No, I am gonna sneeze. No, I'm not. Okay. Yeah. Garlic everywhere. So this is garlic, minced garlic. And take 1 spoonful. Like so. Pretty hefty. Put her in there. And just go aside and you're done. Then take your green chili. Wow, that really gets to you. And that's about enough. I mean, it's to your taste, so oh my goodness gracious. So if you can handle more spicy than I can, then go for it. I mean, just go for your really spicy stuff. I'm all for it, you know. So, A1 sauce. What we're gonna do, we're gonna set that here right now. Take this barbecue sauce first. All right, so pop that down. It's gonna sound really weird. Just get a whole line like so. So, nasty. I added a whole line right here. Do not drop it down. Because what we need to do is have half as much A1 sauce. So right about there, it's about half. Gives it some good flavor. And then I'm gonna take it over here to the sink. I know this is gonna sound really weird. I'll get you set up. Okay. So, see all that sticky stuff right there? Here's how we're gonna change that. A little bit of water. And boom. I just really get it to a good consistency. I like mine a little thicker. It does give it more flavor, in my opinion. So, this is your jerky bag. And here's what I'm gonna do first. We're just gonna take it and really mix that up. Really just get that all mixed up. And you see how it's really watery, right? It's pretty watery. Not my thing. So we're gonna go back in here. Add some A1 sauce. And get that dark sauce back in there. Okay, that'll thicken it right up. Oh yeah, you can already tell. So, just add a little more and just, oh my goodness gracious. So boom, a little better consistency. It's a little thicker. You can tell a little bit. This just doesn't flop as much as it did the first time. Now, we're gonna set that aside. Okay, here comes the important part with a knife. We have all our ducks here. 4 mallards and 1 gadwall. Boom. So pull out the first one on top. It's a Millardo. So got the old Millardo. Boom. Fresh blood, that's nasty. Okay. So we're gonna do this. See here, we have our mallard. What I'll end up doing is I'll make sure everything is laid out pretty flat. Then with this knife, I'm gonna pinch the skin right here, and I'm gonna cut that. And then with this gutting hook, I'm gonna get under that skin, pull all the way down to here, and pull to the wings. So pull all that skin down, because all we need is that breast. And that's all we want for this jerky. So I'm gonna bippity boppity boo that so I don't get censored immediately. And I'll come back to you once I'm done. All right, now we have switched out that knife with this knife. It's a fillet knife, obviously. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna chop the thinnest slices possible. And we're gonna sharpen it, of course. But this is the point. We're just gonna go from this side to this side, chopping the thinnest slices possible. And the tenderloins are in the back. Okay, so these things are already pre-cut. I don't mess with them. Sometimes I'll cut them on either side of this line. But other than that, I don't mess with them. So let me bippity boppity boo that, and I'll see you later. All right, this is all from one duck. This is from a mallard duck. That's what it looks like when it's all chopped up, okay? It's really thin. That's exactly what you want right there. So you want it thin, and then always, people, I'm gonna preach this. Wash your meat. You do not want blood or anything like that getting in your jerky, because it just makes it taste really bad. So get under some running water. I'm actually gonna do semi-warm water, so I'm gonna turn that up a little bit. But here's how this is gonna work. Turn up a little bit, and then just give that a good rinsing. There's some pink in there. Just dislodges everything that doesn't need to be in there. Really, like I said, I'm gonna preach this. Always wash the meat. There's no sense, if you have the water, not to use it, okay? So, got that all washed. Now you wash your hands. Dry them off with a towel at least. That's what I do. So, as we can see, it's, nice and washed. It's ready to go. So now, we're looking here. We got our marinade bag that we made earlier. Open that up. Take the jerky, give it a little shake, drop her in there. So, then just close this up, mix that, make sure everything's nice and mixed, and that is your marinated duck jerky right there. What you're gonna do is you're gonna leave it in that bag in the fridge overnight, and then once that's done, take it out whenever you have the time. Make sure you plan 5 hours in advance. Get yourself a dehydrator that goes up to 500 degrees and dehydrate the meat at 500 degrees for 5 hours. Once you've done that, you've made duck jerky, and honestly, I love it. My friends love it. My cousin loves it. So people think it's really good. Doesn't really taste a lot like duck, in my opinion. And if you have extra Sloppy Mama seasoning, what I do when I'm giving them to friends is I take this extra Sloppy Mama and I put them in a Ziploc bag because it dries up and You know, I put it in a Ziploc bag and I drop the Slappy Mama in there, shake it around, and then once that's over, just give it to them and say, hey, here's some jerky. So, you want to impress your friends with some new jerky recipe? You know what? Have at it. And that's all for today. Tomorrow we're going to be going to, I haven't decided whether we're going to go one or two places. It'll be a surprise, and I promise tomorrow we'll get some shooting footage. So, with that, thank you for watching Birchwood Outdoors, and I will hopefully keep you as audience. Make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and we'll see you next time.